Hi, well, in the past few weeks, I've really gone down this huge rabbit hole with microphones. I'm just trying to pick the microphone that I'm going to use or that I'd recommend to any of my clients to use. And I think I've pretty much nailed it down. Now, right now, I'm speaking through an Elgato Wave microphone. This is the Wave 1. This isn't even the current one. The current one has more knobs and stuff, but I don't think you really need it. So this was $100 at Micro Center, uh, you know, because it's the Wave 1. I'm sure you could buy the same thing online for $100, or you could buy the latest one for, I think, $130. And it's USB, plugged straight in. As you can hear, it's fantastic audio. And my bugbear is I work in the financial services industry. Why don't more of these executives use mics like this? Why isn't everybody using a mic like this, especially during the pandemic when everybody's been online? It blows my mind that so many people are using their desktop microphones. This isn't hard. Just plug it in. And, if you don't want to spend $100, spend, $20 or $30 for a 5 feet, perfectly fine. Get one of those, plug it in. It's totally fine. I mean, it's much better. Now I'm going to show you Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio is worth $20 billion.
We've created a lot of money and debt, a lot of buying power. Everybody received all that, but you don't create more wealth when you create more money.
Ray Dalio is worth $20 billion. That means even at 2% interest, if he has it in 30-year bonds, that every 30 seconds, he's making $700. He could buy 7 of these mics. So I guess actually every 10 seconds, he could buy one of these mics. In 10 seconds, he could buy one, just throw it away. He could just buy like 100, like 360. I don't know what the math is, like in a few hours. And like every day, use one mic, then just throw it away and never feel it whatsoever. So why isn't he using it? Now, I think, in his defense, like to him, he doesn't want to get involved in the technology. It's what he's saying. And that's what sort of I like about him, respect about him. Even though he's worth $20 billion, I don't think he cares what equipment he's using. I bet his whole family, like his kids and his wife, they all run around in $200,000 cars. I bet he could care less. I wouldn't be surprised if he drives a $5,000 Toyota. So anyway, it's just funny. Again, I just showed you the clip that you can see him talking through his laptop microphone. Again, I want to point out he's worth $20 billion. And he's not alone. There are many Wall Street professionals out there. And generally, I'd say, many of the ones that really true are the salts of the earth and really more like wonks and academics, they don't have the good mics. It's the charlatans often that have the good mics, unfortunately. But still, get a good mic. All right, now I'm going to switch over to a different mic. I'm going to switch over to the mic that I really like, and this is a Shure SM7B. Here it is. I also bought this at Micro Center. It was open box for $300, and obviously it's going through a USB interface, a Motu whatever thing. And for you aficionados out there, you probably notice my voice is just a little bit deeper. And then if you talk really close to the mic, I'm going to turn down the gain on it a teeny bit. But if you talk really close to it, you get a really nice present podcast voice. Everybody's voice is different, but for my voice, no mic makes me sound better than this. But if you're this is great for a podcast, but if you're doing a conference call with somebody or on YouTube, you don't really want to be like podcast, like really in their ear, right? You want to be a little bit farther back. And so if you're going to be farther back, again, you want to put the mic 1 or 2, feet away from you. Right now it's it's probably about like 12 to 14 inches. And again, I love this mic, but let's just switch back to this other mic, which, again, I don't think you're going to see any difference. Like my wife wouldn't notice any difference. It's a $100 mic. Of course, you can spend thousands of dollars for mics. You can get a Newman mic. So anyway, I want to make a quick video. There's a lot I want to say about mics, and I will say them about mics, but I just want to make this one quick mic to you executives out there, you managers. Get a decent mic. There is no excuse whatsoever. If it takes you half an hour, fine. And isn't what you say important? Isn't it important for you that the person listening to you can really focus on what you're saying? And that's my beef with Ray. Like, hey, Ray, like, I want to hear what you want to say. You're worth $20 billion. Go get a microphone so I hear you and not your room. Most of that clip you can hear, it's his room. I don't want to hear his room. I don't want to hear the echoes of his wood paneling. I want to hear you, Ray. Or anybody that I'm talking to. Show the respect for them. Get a microphone where you can be heard clearly and properly, and not the room and not everything else. Just a little bit of room, just so we feel like we're natural. But that's it. Again, speaking $100 mic now. You don't need much. All right. I think I've said everything I need to say for this video. Have a good one.